math isn't completely accurate, but I was quite annoyed that there are 65 witnesses to be called during the commission. Of them, only 9 have anything to do with the Freedom Convoy, and one might debate that some of those people, of those 9, had nothing to do with the Freedom Convoy, but it is what it is. So of the 65 people, 56 of them, 56, work for the government. And my concern, my concern about this is, as you know, I have friends and family who work for the government and work in policing. And we all know that when you work in the government, there is a narrative that you toe. Because if you don't, guess what happens to your political career? So we are in the middle of a propaganda war. Mark, think about this. It's a propaganda war with our own government. That's how pathetic the country has become under the blackface regime. It's absolutely disgusting. It's worse than Banana Republic.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. I mean, what do you think of the fact that all these organizations that heaped abuse on people like yourself, on the convoy itself, are now going to be covering it? They're now portraying themselves as honest brokers in all this. CBC, Global, CTV, the rest of it. I mean, these are people who should, by all rights, recuse themselves, given the way that they treated you. I mean, there was no love lost between the truckers, the convoy organizers, and these so-called journalistic organizations. I mean, they're going to be there with bells on, and guess what? I think they're going to be towing the party line as well in terms of what the Liberals wanted to say. Benjamin, what do you think?
Well, I mean, that's always the case, and to me, it's completely irrelevant whether they're not there or not. I don't really care, because I'm going to go directly to alternative media or global and American media, exactly like I did during the Freedom Convoy. So they're completely irrelevant. And besides, all they do, like the thing I love about their headlines in Canadian fake news media is often you'll see these headlines about the Freedom Convoy, and not one word in the headline is accurate. Maybe a word like the or a, but everything else is completely inaccurate. So, that's why I banned Punchy McGregor from CTV from coming to our press conferences, and that what's his name? I mean, I really don't know these people. Aiken guy from Global News, I think is what it's. Whatever. You know what? I didn't care before. I still don't care because they're irrelevant. And so they're not going to show up. Okay, well then alternative media and foreign media is going to get the story yet again. And they're going to try to play catch up.
You will be testifying, right? As will Tamara Leach. What are you expecting from yourself and Tamara in terms of the message that you're going to get across to the inquiry?
Well, it's very interesting. I mean, what do you do with 56 three-letter agencies that have their lawyers that are going to try to paint a smear? I have a certain strategy and tactic that I'm going to bring to the commission. I don't know about anybody else, which will be in line with what I was dealing with during communications during the convoy. I really don't care. I just speak the truth the entire time. So I'm just going to go and state my case, what happened. I have a book that's about to come out, that has highlighted all of these key issues and some stuff that's really damaging for the government. When I saw this list of 56 people on the side of the government, which is exactly what it is, because again, they will be reprimanded if they don't toe the political line. And 9 people who are not in the government, you know what I smelled? I smelled desperation. They are in big trouble, and they know it. And the only out they have is to try to smear those of us who are involved in the Freedom Convoy and double down on this propaganda campaign. But guess what, Mark? It's not going to work.
Benjamin Dichter, can you come back tomorrow for an extended interview so we can talk a little bit more about the book, about what's coming up in terms of testimony, and hey, the fact that there really should be a movie here, a trucker movie.
You know what? I was in a space with a bunch of Americans the other day, and they said exactly that there's interest. They said they want to read the book, see the book, and that this story has the potential for a movie. But who's going to make the movie? Who?
Play myself.
Great, because you know what? No one's producing this movie. Who in woke Hollywood is going to...
Well, Bright
right?
did My Son Hunter, so I think that's That's one possibility. At least
True.
I hope.
Yeah, true.
Benjamin, thank you. So come back on the show, okay? Because we need a full segment out of you tomorrow if you're around, okay?
Okay, and Honking for Freedom is the name of the book. Pre-sales will be available on October 21st. Hashtag Honking for Freedom on Twitter.
October 21st. All right, looking forward to that. BJdichter. Thank you, Benjamin.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Meantime.
Well, hello, everybody. On where are we? We're on Locals and all the other platforms. I just did a quick little segment with Marc Patroni, who's as frustrated as I and the rest of us that the list was leaked in the number of people who will be testifying in this Banana Republic Commission is what it's seeming to look like. And just to reiterate what I said, of the 65 witnesses that will be called, Privy Council, CSIS, all these 3-4 letter organizations, only 9 of them are not in the government. Of those 9, not all of them had anything to do with the Freedom Convoy or were organizers, despite their desperate attempts to paint a narrative otherwise. That is a sign of desperation, and we're on to them. We know exactly what they're doing. They're not going to get away with it, and don't let them. That's part of the reason that I've set up this stream broadcast, and I have a book, and there's a number of other things that will be coming down the pipeline, including my Substack, BJdichter.substack.com. There's a reason I'm doing all of this. We cannot let them get away with it, and it's a sad state of affairs that we live in an era where we're in the middle of a propaganda war with the Canadian government. This is absolutely crazy. There are so many people in our government who need to be fired immediately, and maybe that's what will happen. Who knows? Because change is on the horizon. Okay, thank you, everybody. I'm just going to cut it short, and I'm going to be doing something again with Marc, I guess, later on today or tomorrow. I don't know. I'll let you know. Regardless, I'll see you in the morning for yet another amazing and positive space when we do our Freedom Coffee live stream in the morning. And if I seem like a little bit round up today, there's a reason for that. Because, boy, was that obnoxious. But let's stick together. And if we stick together, we're going to win this. All right, have an awesome day, everybody. And we'll talk to you soon.